Hello, hello, hello.
We're live.
We don't have anybody with us yet. Woo.
Well, let me tell you where I'm at.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm in Roseburg, Oregon, which is the home of the Luck of the Draw cow.
Oh, really?
Yep,
My hair thing on that.
this is where she lives.
Oh, nice. Oh, there's Miss Paula. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Oh, I just broke my hair thing. That's
20 more miles and we're done.
Oh, 20 more miles?
And miles, yeah, and miles to go before I sleep.
Hey, Miss Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Did you see?
I see that. Mr. fixed my... Oh, yay! Mr. fixed my lamp switch today.
Yay.
And we've got our house refrigerator. I've got this little, really thin rug sitting in front of it. And it's almost, it's not cotton. You can wash it. I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a bath mat, but with a little bit of fabric on top. And it always looks wet. And I'm like, something's leaking. And he's like, no, I dropped an ice cube. And I'm like, no, you can tell there's that edging when something has been wet and dried. And it's like that. And then I'll wash it and it'll look beautiful. And within a day or two, you see that edging again. So today he cleaned out the freezer while I was out playing with my girlfriends. And there in the bottom tray, the bottom shelf, there was frozen water of ice, 4 inches thick, the whole size of that bottom tray. So that's what's been happening. That water's been overflowing onto the floor.
Wow.
So I'm in the middle of cleaning that mess up right now.
Wow.
And he cleaned the outside freezer a couple of days ago because it wasn't staying frozen well. And so he was dealing with that. I keep saying I've got messages and I don't. And I'm having major issues. I've been trying to upload videos all weekend, like 12 hours, and the videos are still not uploading. 18 hours.
Uh-oh.
So I think then today I'm like, okay, I shut my phone all the way off. And this is the same process I've been using for 2 years. I know how to do it. I shut my phone completely off. Figured you have a chance to reset, turned it back on. It won't let me in to my videos. I can't access YouTube. So we're trying to just breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was also trying to run out the door while I was doing all that. And yeah, it wasn't going well. Hey, it says we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Yay. Hey, Miss Deb.
Hi, Deb. Hi, everybody.
Don't want that. Do I want this? I do want this. Okay. All messages. Yeehaw. All right. Now I can see the messages. I can see Miss Dana. Okay. In theory, everything is working well. All right. I'm in the middle of making a pom-pom. So we'll see how that goes. I made one about 8 months ago. It's the last time I've done this process.
I am driving.
You are driving. I am also glowing. I'm glowing significantly this afternoon.
Glistening.
Okay. Firmly tie a strong thread around the yarn bundle and secure with a double knot. Okay. So
I think I forgot to pick a winner the other day. I can't remember now. I forgot to pick a winner.
For
that face stuff.
Oh, we started to do it and we never finished up with because I was going to say, do you want to pick a winner for your thing? And you were gone. And I'm like, guess we're not doing that.
Oh, no, that's over on the other channel. And I need to upload a video where I do a winner.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I forgot to do it.
Oh.
I can't remember. But yeah. So if anybody wants to go enter, again, they can. And your stuff has shipped. Everybody's has shipped that I already ordered for. So that's going on.
Ooh, Miss Deb's enjoying a margarita this afternoon.
Hmm.
Good girl. Good girl. Okay, so now I do a double knot.
Gin and tonic could be nice.
And then, don't we cut this thing? Oh, not for later. Okay, double knot.
So I am on the hollyhock. I am on the hollyhock. And I have like through round, is it 11 on the acanthus? The big scary one?
Yeah.
It is looking so cool. I love it. So here when I get parked, yeah, isn't it pretty?
Yes.
Here when I get parked, I'm going to work on the hollyhock. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Way station coming up.
Everybody duck.
Everybody don't look them in the eye. Just act natural.
Duck, I can't see you.
You want us to act natural
Yeah, just duck. Just hide.
You don't want us acting natural. Oh, shoot.
Damn truck driver. Oh, Leslie, we need to talk. Leslie and I need to talk trucker stuff. I've had some trucker stuff go on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's done. That is done. Okay. Are you ready? Just a minute.
For what?
To show you what I just made.
Oh, okay. Let's see it. Let me close that. Okay. Yay, a pom-pom.
I gotta trim her up.
Okay, everybody can sit up now. It's closed.
Okay. Yeehaw. So, there. That's perfect.
Big word.
Palm for my hat. That looks
Hammer
good.
down. The scales are closed.
Yay. I gotta trim that up, but I don't want. Oh, I got a wastebasket.
It's a big word.
Where is my wastebasket?
Little word is open.
Oh, so I've been listening to the video on this week's class over and over again.
Yeah.
Because it is like last time was a deep dive into repeats, whether they're stitch repeats in the row or so many rows and all the math. Deep dive into all of that.
Yeah.
But this week was an even deeper dive into the math of repeats and how to figure out your size for things in the round, like working a circle from the center and increasing. Wow. And also working, a continuous round, the spiral, like we do with a lot of amigurumi patterns, and to make a tube, like for a cowl or a cozy. And it was in depth. I mean, it didn't last very long, but there was a lot of information. And how you can, I kind of briefly talked to you about, the different, stitch increases per round, whether you're doing a single. And that's a conversation we had.
Yeah, we were just talking about that Tuesday.
Yes, we were. And Amber had a way better answer because my answer was about a single crochet. And she understood that you were doing a double crochet.
Yep.
So that's... And
I wouldn't have thought about that.
Yeah, so that's why I was mentioning that to you earlier. But also how you can take, like, let's say you're getting ready to make a hat and there's a certain kind of stitch repeat, like you're doing some fans or different, kinds of stitches. So whatever your repeat is, even if you're, whether you're doing something, complicated like that, or if you're doing, just one stitch for each round, if you just make a regular square swatch using the yarn, the hook, and whatever repeat you're going to be making, you can start at that point with the swatch, doing your measurements and figuring out the math. You can pretty much decide how many stitches around you want. Let's say you want a hat that's 22 inches around and 11 inches tall, that fits your head. You can pretty much do the math, even with a square flat swatch, to figure out how many stitches in a round and how many rows high before you even start. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was very interesting to listen to. So I listened to it over and over again.
Yeah, I would have as well.
Yeah. So I just love getting deep into, those kinds of mechanics of coming up with a pattern. And you can pretty much have all that information. Like last week where, we were pretty much talking about doing it flat in rows, and how you can, use your swatch, your gauge swatch, to figure out how tall and how wide you want your sweater to be, or your blanket, or whatever you're making.
Well, that makes sense, because that's kind of the point of doing a gauge swatch, is to make sure you're going to, the stitching and stuff is going to be the size you want it to be.
That a designer has told you in the pattern. You do it when you're designing your own pattern and deciding how many rows high and how many stitches wide, whether you're in the round or going in rows. So yeah, using that math, she went into all the math. So that's why I listened to it over and over again. But it all just, it all makes sense now to take the time to do that swatch and figure out your repeats, how many repeats per inch, how many rows, like let's say you've got a 3-row repeat. How many of those row repeats you need for this project before you even get started, and you're hours ahead, where I would have just done trial and error.
Yeah.
100
times.
But 100 times, but now there's a method for a good, starting point. You can figure all that out ahead of time. It was great. It was super interesting. So that's what I did today. Oh, look at Deb.
Oh, look at
Deb. Deb. Yay! She's got a little pom-pom that she just made.
Pom-pom. Thank you so much, Deb. Pom-pom.
Way to go, Deb. Yeah. Okay, what did you study?
Okay, so mine was really kind of cool. It was an extension of last week, where last week we learned how to change color with a flat piece of fabric, which, as we know, we just kind of finish a stitch at the end of the row.
Right.
And this week we went an extra step from that, and we moved it into doing it in the round.
Okay.
Changing colors in the round. Thank you, Deb. And then we moved on to crocheting a cup cozy. And in the process of crocheting said cup cozy, which is kind of funny for me because I make them all the time,
Right.
But in the process of doing this cup cozy, we used all the things we've learned. We used reading a pattern, We used reading a chart. We used changing stitches in the middle, doing different stitches in a row. We used changing colors. We used making a, which this is funny, making a swatch. Never, ever would I have made a swatch for a cup cozy. And she said, if you don't make a swatch, you never know if it's going to end up being the size of a thimble or the size of a gallon jug. Okay. Wow. Right. Because with a cup cozy, it needs to be a very specific size.
Yes, it does. Yes.
And I would never have swatched for one of those.
Right?
Absolutely never. Oh my God, this is so cute. And so, and then we made said cup cozy, but of course I can't because Robbin has hurt her crocheting hand.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is
Robbin's injured. We got to crochet her down.
Crochet her down. I am, oh my God.
Crochet her down.
Okay, I got to make myself big because I want to show off my hat.
Let's see.
How cute is that?
That is so stinking cute.
I am going to put a button under there. I wasn't going to, but I am going to because a button just really holds that more solid so the palm doesn't. Oh, Jack needs to pee. So cute. I love it. Okay, I'm done showing off. This is one of those, Dana, that word that we hear occasionally and we don't know what it means? Finished object.
That F word? The F word? Okay, yeah. Klingon.
Finished object.
Look at you.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm going to put a button in there. So not finished. I still want to do one more little process. Yeah, I find if I just sew a button up inside of there, it keeps those palms much more stable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hurt myself last week. So I haven't crocheted since Tuesday. I'm hoping just giving it a rest will be all it needs. I overdid it, fighting with that stiff yarn. And I fought with it through your entire fruit garden show the other day. So 3 hours I fought with that.
3 hours. Wow.
And when I was done, I couldn't move. I couldn't move my hand. So I can do little finishing type things. I can sew a little bit, but I cannot crochet. So I'm just hoping that a few days of not crocheting is all it needs to make it happy. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
So I did not crochet our homework, which was to make the cup cozy, but I read through it. I read the instructions. I read the chart. The chart made sense. And that's really my goal with all of this, have those charts make sense. And I had checked out a book from the library the other day, and I don't even remember which book it was, but there were several really cute patterns, and they all had charts. And I went right to the chart. I'm like, oh, look, that makes sense. I like this. I like this understanding what a chart does. And one of them, it had some really interesting baubles and things. And I could see right there on the chart, they had a legend of what, okay, this is the symbol for the bauble, and this is the symbol for the whatever. So they did a good job too.
Good.
So that was really cool. But it was not, I was sad that I couldn't make that up because it really looked cute.
Hi, Sue. Hi, Connie.
Hey, everybody. Oh,
okay.
Hi, Leslie.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Another truck driver made me laugh.
Oh, good. Usually the
confused.
crocheters make you cuss, so that's an
Oh,
improvement.
yeah, I'm trying to get better at not doing that, just letting it go. But he made me laugh because he confused somebody. He had them all discombobulated. What are you doing? Sorry.
Okay. So did you have a test this week?
I did. I passed my test.
Yay.
Yay.
I am not. I'm glad I don't have tests on mine.
10 questions.
10 questions. So if you don't pass your questions, can you go on to the next section?
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So can you do like a review without doing the questions? Can you move on to the next section without doing the questions?
Yes.
Okay. So if you wanted to just go over another chapter.
But that gives me anxiety. I have to so if I don't get 10 right, if I miss a question, I just hit the continue button to go on to the next class, and then I hit the back button and I start all over again. Has to be complete.
Yeah.
It kills me.
Sounds like somebody else I know.
Way to go, Karen! Whoop whoop!
Oh, Karen, thank you. Pom pom. You get a balloon.
Yay!
Pom pom. This is a balloon.
Is that your first pom pom?
I made one like before Christmas when I got my pom pom maker to try it out. That's the.
Oh yeah, I have a pom pom maker out in the spider shed.
I don't do a lot of things that have poms, but
yeah,
I knew I wanted the pom pom maker.
Yeah,
because, you know, gadget.
And then, yeah, they're fun.
They are fun and they do a really good job. What have I done? Oh, how did I do that? You think anybody will notice? Nobody will notice. Thank you so very much, Karen.
Scratch my belly.
I don't know how I did that.
Go on duty.
We've got the carpet cleaner coming tomorrow, so we have to pick everything up off the floor that we possibly can.
Yeah.
With no place to put it, that's going to be funsies.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is going out on the front porch.
Of course.
In the morning.
Patio, not a porch.
Patio, not a porch.
It is, I know. It is, I went to, well, let me just find it for you. There's two of them. I have made a playlist of craft fair items. And let's see. Here we go.
Is your water balloon in there in that playlist?
Yeah. I have 92 videos in my playlist.
Is your playlist public? Don't throw them at Mister.
Because I'm just finding it for her.
Karen wants to know where you got the water balloon pattern.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You're on it.
I'm on it because I knew right where it was because it was in that playlist. Okay, Karen. It's called Crochet Water Balloon. And it is from Left in Knots, Knots. And this is the only water balloon pattern I found. Actually, that's not true. There was two of them, but they were basically identical. Left in Knots. But I can almost tell you. Let me see. Magic ring, 8 double crochets. Next row, 16 double crochets. Next row, 16 double crochets. Next row, 16 double crochets. Next row, decrease down to 8, then decrease down to 4, then close up your loop. That's it.
Hi, Carly. I doubt she had a pen and paper ready for all of that.
8, 16, 16, 8, 4, you're done. It takes me 21 minutes to make one.
Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah.
We're done. We're at the Seven Feathers Casino.
All right.
Is that one where we passed you?
It's in the canyon. No.
No, that's the Wild Horse in Pendleton. I'm in Southern Oregon right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bill.
Hey, Miss Morgan.
I am just north of Grants Pass and then Medford
Oh.
and then on into California tomorrow.
Where are you headed to?
Ontario, California.
Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah.
north?
No, that's south.
No, but I mean Northern California, Ontario? Or is it way
No,
down?
it's Southern California.
I guess I can't think of where, because I think of Ontario as Oregon.
I know, that's Eastern Oregon, but, and some people think of Canada.
Well, yeah. But I know you're not driving to Canada tonight.
No, but no, it's down there by San Bernardino, Rancho Cucamonga, Riverside, Pomona.
It's
down there.
I guess it's
Way
nothing.
south.
It's my son-in-law's brother, my daughter's husband's brother. So that's nothing to me, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, he lives in Riverside, or he has a
Oh,
house.
okay. Leslie, how long are you in SAC? Because I'll be going through there tomorrow. I'm going to try to get just north of the Harris Ranch.
Leslie,
Hi, Bubba.
is Leslie a driver as well?
Leslie Quilter? Yeah, her and I have. What, you knew that?
Okay, I knew that.
You knew. Leslie and I have met up.
Oh yes, I remember this conversation.
Yeah.
My arm hurts. I can't think.
Your arm hurts. I know. Okay, tomorrow's the 22nd.
No, I don't think so.
What?
I think, isn't today the 22nd?
Today's the 21st.
I've been saying the 22nd all day long. Leslie says she's there till the morning, and then she has a delivery in Oakland.
Okay, so good luck getting out of there. I might be flying by you as you're trying to get out of Oakland.
Is Oakland ugly?
Oakland is, well, the whole Bay Area is ugly.
Miss Morgan, would you like to come take my place so I can do something real fast?
33 tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, about 2 minutes, if that. But I don't barely miss so long in here.
Hi, Dana.
Hi.
Good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm good. How are you? You look like you're keeping cool.
I'm trying to. It's so muggy outside.
Is it? It is overcast here and 65 degrees.
Oh, you're making me jealous.
It's so nice. But I'm going to be in California tomorrow. It'll be hot. It'll be in the 90s.
Yeah. So you're just taking the cool while you still can.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was in California day before yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was hot.
Yeah.
90 degrees. Okay, off duty. Oh, it's good to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Jack
So
Jack?
he is doing really good.
Good.
Where's your baby?
She's sleeping.
Where is your baby?
After
Oh.
she took all of the bristles off my broom. I'm like, what is all over my floor? And there's just little bristles everywhere. I'm like,
That's
you jerk.
hilarious.
Yeah. Good talking to you, Dana.
You too, Morgan. Oh.
That's so funny. She's the funniest little thing. I have this knitting machine running, and she is on full attack mode. and
Oh,
jumping into the middle of it. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that. You're going to ruin my project. So I have to, poor abused thing. I have to lock her in her bedroom when I'm running.
oh.
This isn't mine.
So she can terrorize whatever's in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How are the chickens?
Mine's in
The
here.
chickens.
It is yours.
Oh, I wonder if that's hers. Mine's shaped different. Morgan, is this your earbud?
Morgan, did you lose an earbud?
The chickens are so big. They're like this big.
Did you lose an earbud?
So they won't let us hold them and pet them anymore. And when you pick one up, they're like flying to get away. So
Wow.
In there and they come over second.
they will come over and visit with Mister when he puts his hand in there. So probably, okay, so we got chicken people in here, right? I need a chicken. I have a chicken question I need answered.
What is the question? I might be able to answer it.
Well, Mr. and I are going round and round. And of course, he's done chickens before. I have not. All of my knowledge is from books and YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're too young to move to the chicken coop. He thinks they are fine, like next week.
Well, yeah. How are their feathers coming along?
They look like chickens.
They
now.
look like chickens.
Oh, yeah. They're ready.
Yeah, they don't have their baby fur anymore. And
yeah, they're ready, and you're not freezing at night. No, they will be absolutely fine. He's right.
Really? You had to say that out loud?
I did. Did you hear me, mister? You were right.
I am right.
So
First time, though.
let me check my book. I think you were right one other time. Well, probably next weekend we'll move him out there. He's got the coop already. The run isn't quite done. It doesn't have a cover on it yet, but he just won't let them out in the run. I mean, they don't go outside now. They're in the garage all the time. So
yeah. Well,
but they're kind of too big for the garage now. Because they're in kind of a baby pen type area.
Yeah, it's time to move them.
And their poop looks like real poop. It's not just cute little baby poop.
Yeah. And then in the wintertime, you'll probably have to put a heat lamp out there in the coop.
Yeah,
but
he's already got that figured out, and he's got
Baby poop or not, poop does not look good no matter what.
He's got a water system set up out there with running water, and then he'll have and nipples on the little doohickeys so they can get their water that way. And he's got a set up for heat tape, so when it does get cold, we can keep the water unfrozen. And he's got a food system set up and all the things, but I'm just like, they're still babies. They can't go out there yet.
No, they need to go out. They need their coop and their run. They need that.
Really?
Yeah, they need to get out of the tiny pen, and they need to exercise, and they need to do chicken things.
Run around, and he put a board across it, so they sit up on their board at night. Actually, sometimes during the day, you'll go out there, they'll all be lined up out there on their board.
Look out, Jack. Get to that. I got to get my shoes.
So cute. I don't know, Melanie. We've got no clue. They're chickens. And there's definitely two different kinds, because some of them have a white chest and some of them are more this kind of overall brown.
They're not Dominics.
Yes, they are not Dominics. We know that for a fact. They're chickens. That's all I can say.
They're chickens. And hopefully you got some hens.
I hope so.
Otherwise, I'm going to have good eats.
You're going to have a lot of chicken soup.
Nope. Yeah. I thought about, and I keep forgetting to, calling the store and ask them if, because you said those words about, like, Are they randos or were they checked?
Yeah, it sounds like it was a straight run, which means they weren't sexed.
Yeah. But we don't know that for a fact. We're just sort of
Right.
guessing.
Yeah.
So, and I would think that they would do the same process all the time. So I could call and ask.
Well, it's not an exact science when they go to check baby chicks, because that's pretty tiny stuff to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But, we lost one.
You did?
We lost one about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 Sundays.
Uh-oh. Did you have a funeral? Did you have a burial?
Yeah, we went in the garbage can.
Okay.
I was not even informed of his demise. I was counting and I'm like, we're short one.
One disappeared. One has escaped.
He went to live in the woods. No, I knew he was sick, and I was just keeping my eye out on him. And I'm like, where is he? And he goes, oh, he died. Got rid of him this week.
We just didn't keep close enough eye on him, and he got plugged up with.
He got pasty butt.
Couldn't go
Pasty butt.
Pasty butt.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
And after that, we started. Several of them had baths, and they were thrilled with that. Just thrilled.
Well, I told you the story of bathing my chickens, right? Well, I had a whole mix of chickens, and one of them was this little silky rooster. Now, a silky is a little banty, but he had little man syndrome, and he was being pretty obnoxious and abusive to the hens. And I belonged to a Yahoo group, so this was back in the day, of chicken owners, and they told me that I needed to humiliate him in front of the hens.
Oh.
So I reached down and snatched him up, took him in the bathroom, gave him a bath in the sink, blow dried him, put baby powder on his butt, and then I plopped him back out on the lawn. It was about a week and a half before he got rough with a hen again. It worked temporarily.
That's funny.
Banty roosters are little person syndromes.
Yes, they have little man syndrome right there.
They want to try and make everybody think they're tough.
Well, my mom had one, again, a little black silky. I would pull into the driveway in my Jeep, and that sucker would challenge my Jeep.
Just
That's funny.
Yeah, till I footballed him across the driveway. Chicken abuse. Jack, no. Come on. Get over here. I can't see you over there.
I had a Chihuahua and a Pomeranian that thought they were the toughest animals in the world, and they bit everybody that come around.
Stupid little dogs. Oh,
hey, you want a cookie? Come here.
Yes,
I do.
Sorry, Jack got it. Okay, buddy, let's.
Jack.
Yeah, he doesn't share.
I'm lying, Jack. I don't share cookies.
Yeah.
There will be no sharing of cookies. I don't blame you. Oh man. So where are you working on your fruit garden?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to grab it right now as soon as we get back in the truck.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Go, buddy, go.
I thought I saw Amber. Amber's going to be moving.
So when does she get to move?
Well, her house closes. When did I talk to her? It was hot outside. It was Friday. I think it was Friday. Is that the day I ran all my
Okay.
errands? Yeah. Friday, because I worked Saturday. So I talked to her on Friday, and she said in a week it closes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That's been a pretty long process for her.
It's been a long process, and she still has no plumbing in her house.
Oh, that's crazy.
And she can't do anything until the house closes. Because you
Of
know
course.
how it is when you buy a house, you can't take on any new bills. You can't put anything on your credit card. You can't
Right.
spend any of your money. Everything has to be
Right.
in frozen animation, which is fine until you have your pipes break in your house. So she'll be very, very, very happy when she can give them that check and then get those stupid pipes fixed.
Right. Okay.
And
Here we go.
she's just dreaming of her yarn room.
Yeah. I know she is.
The only good thing is because they're not selling the house that she lives in, so she can take time moving and setting things up, and it's not
good.
like, "I'm gonna be out this weekend." It's not like that.
Okay. You stay there.
My
Just stay there.
amigurumi class went.
How did your amigurumi class go?
Not exactly as one would hope.
Really? What happened?
I hate it.
Really? You hate amigurumi? I bet that would hurt your hand, though.
Well, it was pre-injury, so actually I don't hate it. I can't count. This is not new information, and there's a great deal of counting. And
Yes.
I was told in no uncertain terms that my way of fixing a counting error, I'm changing our thingy. There, that's my way. My way of fixing a counting error is I had 41. I'm supposed to have 40. We're just going to. She goes, you can't do that. Why?
Not an amigurumi. No fudging.
Well, another reason that I'm not going to like amigurumi. But, so I got 10 rounds or so good. And the pattern that she picked, she didn't realize you have to slip stitch each round together and then move up to the next. She thought it was done circular, which I would have been much happier with. And so every row we've got that thing, and then you got to do the double crochet up. And that's why I'm losing count, because you got the slip stitch and you're not supposed to count slip stitch, but this, I don't like it. Have I mentioned that in amigurumi?
Well, a lot of amigurumi, when you're working in the round, is like what I was talking about earlier. It's a continuous round.
Yeah. She thought that's what this pattern did. And she said, this is the first time I've gotten an amigurumi pattern. We didn't do that. So she's not liking it either. Okay. And then later that day was when I hurt my hand. It looks like a sweater. It looks like one of those cocoon sweaters where you put your arms in the sleeve there. Oh. I just have to do these 4 hollyhocks. Let me make you big again. Oh my God, that's beautiful. So beautiful. You're almost done. No, this is just the center part of the blanket. So after I get those 4 hollyhocks done and put them in there, then you do several rounds of a border. Then you continue with the acanthus and the dianthus. There's a couple more flowers that still need to be done. And around this border around here, then you put in the acanthus and a couple of other squares, and then you have more border to do. So this is just the center part. That of the stunning. Thank you. I love it. Yeah. Look at that one. Yeah. Oh. I love it. Balloon. What? And this is what I'm making the hollyhock right now. I got one hollyhock done to this point. Ooh. So
box out in the
So
garden.
pretty. So pretty.
And then I think after, well, then I got to do some leaves, green leaves and blue leaves.
Mm,
This is what I'm working on today.
Leaves on holly.
so pretty.
Thank you.
You're going to have that finished in no time.
I hope so. I still have a lot to do though. The acanthus is still quite a ways from being done. Where's the acanthus? Let me show you that. But now that I got this buttermilk round on the acanthus, I really like it.
The buttermilk, that's the color I couldn't find that I just about killed myself trying to find it. Look at how beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
It's starting to kind of take the, because it's starting to kind of take the rectangular shape now with these leaves. Yeah, so that's, I think that's round 11. But I really like with the buttermilk around it now.
Yeah, that really sets those colors off.
Yeah. And I got 8 of these.
So beautiful. Are you using a lot of yarn?
Not really.
It seems like you don't.
Yeah. But I ordered more indigo. I'm waiting for the indigo to come back into stock so that I can order more of that. Because that's part of the border. And I use a lot of that. And I think all of these squares needs indigo in it. And so I'm waiting for that to come back into stock so that I can order it at Wool Warehouse. Oh, maybe I can get it at Lovecrafts or something.
Maybe.
We'll see. I should take a look.
Again, I mean, worst case, double check with Amazon, because when I was looking at buttermilk, they had a lot of colors, but they didn't have the buttermilk.
Oh, okay.
I'm undoing my button on my jeans. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's better.
That's always a good idea.
So short-waisted that when I sit down, the waistband of my jeans is literally up under my bra. And I just can't do it. So I have to, if I'm sitting for a long time, I have to undo that button or it just kills me.
Yeah.
Because I'm 5'6", but 5'4" of it is my legs.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, did y'all see my little short from Hobby Lobby the other day?
I didn't see it.
I did a quick little short while I was in the store. What did I go to the store for? I went to get, and they didn't have it. Oh, those rings that I need. These little wooden rings I need to get. And but they have clearances everywhere. Everywhere in the store. All up and down, all the aisles. It's just orange tag, orange tag, orange tag, orange tag, orange tag. And it's like pictures and lamps and wall hangings. And I did buy a few of those things. I got some birthday presents for my second to littlest grandbaby. And I got a couple of gag gifts for my girlfriends. And because
sounds like they're doing a little spring cleaning or something.
Yes, exactly what it looks like. And then what else did I buy? Oh, I bought a really cool galvanized. She looks like it. It looks like a galvanized tin, and it's a coffee canister to put the coffee pods in.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Oh, look. Nope, she's alive. And then,
she lives.
And I bought this little shelf, and like everything I bought was like $3 or $4 or $5. I bought a picture that says "Happiness is having grandkids to love," and that was regular $15.
Grandkitties to love.
So, yeah, I wasn't looking, and I almost bought this beautiful, beautiful a cow picture to put over the fireplace. And then when I looked
love
at it,
cow
it had a
pictures.
big old black mark in the middle of it.
Oh.
I ended up not getting that. And then I was going to check the other Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I forgot to.
Huh.
So I'll check it next week. I have to go out there. Anywho. So, but yeah, I was really, of course, none of the yarn was on sale. None of that kind of stuff was on sale, but it was like mostly
Well, I
house
wonder not.
decor type stuff.
Well,
What did I say? I got a crochet hook for 75 cents, I think. A little bitty, teeny, tiny one. One of those little steel ones that you would
The
use.
steel hook for thread.
Yeah. And I don't even know if I need that size, but I'm like, for 75 cents, you know?
Yeah. You'll have it on hand.
On hand. Because I've got a few of them, but not a lot of them.
I've got tons.
Because I used to crochet thread all the time. This is not working right. But I haven't in a while. This one may end up not doing what I want it to do.
I love working with thread.
I do too. But since my hands have gotten old and my eyeballs have gotten old, I don't know that I'm going to be able to see what I'm doing. Although in my craft fair playlist, one of the things that I have, do you think people would want to see that craft fair playlist? It's actually a cool playlist.
I think so.
Because it's all kinds of little things. And there's some knitting machine things in there, and there's like the water balloons, and there's cup cozies, and there's towel holders and dish scrubbies, and okay, I'll make it whatever you call it. Public. But
yes,
I'm just adding stuff left and right as I run into things that I think I might want to have in there. Okay, let's see if Robbin can figure out how to do this.
Good luck. May the force be with you.
Privacy. Public. Anyone can view. And
there you go.
Ta-da-da! It's public.
She did it.
So yeah, so you guys can see the different, and some of the things are like towel topper. I got like 5 different kinds, and because I've been trying out different patterns to see which pattern I like, and some of them are crochet and some of them are knitting. So there's no rhyme or reason to any of it. It's all very hit and miss. And the earrings, 5 or 6 different kinds of earrings. Yes, I looked at that, Deb, and I wasn't pleased with it. So Crystal did a playlist for craft fair items, but it was basically, and it makes sense. It was things, they were all her patterns, which makes sense. Like, hey, did you know I have these little patterns? And I've got a couple of her patterns in my playlist. I've got her little chicken pot holders.
I made that years ago.
It's so cute.
I love it.
I definitely want to make that.
It's thin and flimsy, it's not thick, but it's cute.
She said cute. This is more decorative. If you want it as a pot holder, you're going to want to make it double.
Right.
So,
yeah.
The problem I had with it, Deb, was she did it so like just boom, for a second the picture was up and then it was gone. Boom, the picture up and it was gone. It just wasn't very, I don't know, concise. I don't even know what word I want. I wanted her to spend a little bit more time. Turn it down. Turn it down.
It did.
Okay. So I don't know. I didn't get anything out of it except, and then even when she showed the chicken pattern, she's like, I've got the chicken pattern and the chicken coasters, and I never even saw the chicken coasters. And then she said, they're all linked below, and they weren't all linked below. She does that a lot, though. And I'm sure that's part of that, that thing that she has, the ADHD thing, because
I think she's on the autism spectrum.
For sure. She's talked about that. And she'll say, if I remember, I'll link it below, and she never links it below. No matter what it is.
My friend Kathy and I think that we are both on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me to find out.
Oh, let's see here.
Oh, I am so tired.
Bipolar why? You might be bipolar.
There. That's cute. These are turning out so cute.
I was misdiagnosed as bipolar once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was like the fashionable diagnosis at the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's like everybody all of a sudden is bipolar. Then I got rechecked. I'm not.
Well, I had 3 of them that were bipolar schizophrenic.
Oh, how fun is that? That's a party all by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Good Lord.
What I ended up having was an anxiety disorder.
Yeah, that could be misdiagnosed.
Yes.
But yeah, I did look at Crystal's playlist. Deb, thank you so much. I am finding way more items than realistically I can do. Although, again, this is over the course of 20 weeks. I can do different things each week. And I'm focusing on things that are pretty fast. Did I do that right? Yes. Pretty fast. Well, although nothing's pretty fast. In fact, I did a video this weekend of everything I've got done and ready to go, which is one of the videos that YouTube has decided not to upload. It's been uploading for 24 hours. And now YouTube has decided that it doesn't know who I am and it won't let me access any of my videos.
That sounds like a phone problem.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But
you might need to go in and talk to some teenage tech support at the store.
That's what I'm going to have to do. So,
First grader.
Yeah. I just annoy it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2.
Oops, I can leave that there. Yeah, so that'll be when I'm done with this. I'm going to go back and see, okay, maybe now it will let me, because, sometimes it's just not happy during the 10-minute time that you actually have to work on something.
Right.
And so I'm hoping that that's part of it too. Because it uploaded 2 or 3 videos just fine. And then the last 2 I tried to upload. Because one of the things, Regretful Yarn Addict. Okay, I'll look at her stuff. One of the things, what was I even talking about? Oh, one of the videos that I made was an overview of everything I've made so far for the craft fair.
Yeah.
And it was kind of nice. And then on the other hand, I'm like, I don't have very much finished. But like I was saying, yeah, I've been working on this for 3 weeks, but I've also spent 3 weeks finding videos, finding patterns, trying out patterns. I don't like this one. I do like this one. So it's been a lot of that. And now that I'm getting down to the 6 or 8 patterns that I actually am enjoying doing, one of them, the product turned out super cute. The pattern was horrific.
Oh.
And because it was a YouTube video. In fact, I need to take that off of my playlist because I would not want anybody to go in there and say, oh, this is on Robbin's playlist, and it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's not as terrible as Rosewood. It's terrible in a different way. But it's like there's no talking, and once in a while, is she the one?
I hate that.
Oh, once in a while,
I hate that.
She types a few words across the top, and that's supposed to be your instructions, but they don't even match what she's doing.
Yeah, I hate those videos.
She has changed colors, but she never said, okay, now we're going to change colors, and moved on to a different row, and I just hate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't stand those videos.
The stuff is cute, but it's terrible. And it was and that's one of the things I was talking about, needing the counts right on that round, because hers were not right. And so it was supposed to be a flat coaster, and it was doing this because there was way too many stitches in it. So I was less than pleased with that one. But are you really feeding him potato chips?
Just one. And a little bitty one.
So, yeah, I should take that one off of there if it's going to be public now. Because I don't want to disparage. And in fact, I left a comment and I said, this is a really cute item. You need to refilm this and have your directions match what you're actually doing.
Right.
Because it is really cute.
Constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Destructive.
Destructive.
But that's the only thing I've run into. And it's so funny because every now and then I'll see a short and I'll go, oh, that's cute. Oh, nope, that's her.
Yeah.
Not doing that again. But
Okay, 1, 2. Hang on. I don't know if I had a bug in my throat or what that was all about. Too much fresh air.
yeah, I can't.
Yeah. I'm almost done with this one, and then I think I'm going. My eyes are so heavy.
Yeah.
The hill there, Ashley, and go to sleep.
She's already stopped.
I'm stopped. I'm at the upper parking lot of Seven Feathers, where it's cool, where it's quiet.
Well, I don't know if I have any of hers yet.
I don't really like that truck stop at Seven Feathers.
I'm not a fan of the truck stop, but I do like this upper parking lot for spending the night. Just, I don't need to go inside for anything. I have everything I need out here. It's quiet. Lots of places to walk the dog.
I lost you again. There we go. Oh, there's Miss Lori. Hi. Oh, really? Crystal's auction. Crystal who?
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Debbie. I'll be honest, I have not looked at my emails the last couple of days. I've been going in circles. I'll check it after our live here. Which crystal is it?
Yeah, which crystal?
Yeah.
Who was having an auction?
Probably the one that still haven't sent out the prizes on. I am supposed to be sending out prizes from the other that one crystal. You know me and names, you guys. But she did that giveaway, and those were part of the ones that were finished, and I couldn't find, so I had to remake them. Well, now I can't find the addresses of the people who won. Oh, BOD.
Oh, yeah. Anything she does live is going to turn into a brawl, probably.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
$900 for a blanket? Oh, are these the ones that everybody made? And then she's auctioning them off for... She bought the kits and sent people the kits because what's her name? Marsh Knitting. Marsh Knitting was making one of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome that the blankets are going up that high. I like it.
Yeah, she commissioned them to do the blankets. She bought the kits from, I want to say Mary Maxim, and then she commissioned the people to make them because Armchair Knitting was making one. And
Marsh Knitting.
What did I say? Armchair Knitting?
You said armchair knitting. There you go, Lori. 10 people ghosted her and stole the kits. You know what? Crystal doesn't deserve that. I don't follow her and all that.
Those kits and
yeah,
sent them to the people. Wow.
Crystal doesn't deserve that.
And you know,
That's
anybody
terrible.
who she's supporting and she's backing and she's naming,
Hmm.
they're getting
Shame
so
on them. Hi, Wanda.
Hey, Miss Wanda.
Yeah, that Crystal doesn't deserve that. She does a lot for her subscribers
Yeah,
and
into the community.
yes, and for, people to ghost her and that's terrible.
Oh, and it was for an animal shelter. That's right.
Mm,
Yeah, she's big into the animal stuff.
people really I've seen people get pretty, nasty with her and there's no reason for it. She's great.
Just don't watch her. Don't watch her.
Yeah, I don't watch her.
I don't
I
watch
don't have-
anymore.
I don't watch her, and her patterns just, I mean, they're very beginner friendly, and I don't get excited about her patterns. A lot of people do, which is great. I don't have any problem with that. But that girl does not deserve to be treated the way a lot of people treat her, and I can't watch it.
Yeah. I don't watch her much anymore, only because I have such a small amount of watching time that
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
I try to get Miss Wanda's done, and I try to get Miss Dana's done, and I can't even keep up with Darla anymore. She's putting out 15.
I can't keep up with Darla, but God bless her for doing all that work.
Yeah. And so Karen, ghost means you disappear. You don't respond anymore. It's more of a texting term. Like, let's say you went out with somebody 2 or 3 times and you're texting them and you're not getting any response and you never hear from them again. They don't say, hey, it didn't work out. You never hear from them.
Cowards.
Yes.
Cowards do that.
So.
Okay. I did one.
Oh, let me make you big. Oh, that is so glorious. Look at this, you guys. Lori, that's what she's working on. She's working on her beautiful, beautiful flower garden.
Yeah, I'm really excited about entering the fair.
I'm excited for you too.
I hope I get a ribbon. I'm just so excited.
So,
but even if I don't, any notes from the judge, I think will be important.
I wanted to tell you. Okay, so in our fair, everybody gets a ribbon. There's first, second, and third place, red, blue, and white. And white basically means thanks for entering. Your stuff sucks. And blue and red are both very, very good. Of course, first place is always the best. And then they pick one overall winner from the group. Like
grand champion.
Well, no, because they'll have a champion. Like there'll be one from the sweater group, one from the blanket group, one from the sock group. And then the champions, they pick one grand champion from all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the only time you're really in competition with other people.
That's like participation awards. I wouldn't enter for that.
For the actual red, blue, and white ribbons, it's based on the value of your product. So one time, and I quit putting in stuff for many, many years because of this, I entered a beautiful crocheted with thread, and it was a fan. So the fan, and then there was a here, which was supposed to look like the handle. I got a third place ribbon, and it said, you need to complete your item you need to complete your doily before you submit it.
Oh, that's a bad judge. That is a really bad judge.
I was so mad. But I also won grand champion one year with the product. So, um,
Okay, I'm putting my crochet away. I'm tired.
but something as beautiful as that, it wouldn't surprise me if you didn't win one of the big prizes.
Well, we'll see. The last time I entered this fair, I entered my bunnies. I had
Yeah.
meat bunnies and I had show bunnies. And one of my show bunnies, Snoopy, we got reserve grand champion at the fair. And then, so that qualified us to go on to State Fair, where Snoopy, my sweet little bunny, turned into a witch and tried to bite me on the table.
I've had enough of this, Mother. Take me home.
She almost ended up in a pot. That was fourth grade. Fourth or fifth, maybe sixth, somewhere in grade school. That was 4-H. That was fun. Okay, I'm gonna put on my PJs.
All right. We will see you. What day is this? Sunday. No bingo tomorrow. For those of you that are in here, no bingo tomorrow. I'm working. So I'll see you on Tuesday for Rad Girls.
Rad Girls lunch break.
Then by then, I'm kind of trying to just rest up until then. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, maybe an ace bandage.
I thought about that. If I still have that sharp pain, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Because I may have injured something in there. So
right, Epsom salt.
We'll see you guys later, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out why the internet hates me. YouTube, actually.
Bye, you guys.
Thank you.
See ya.